Hi everyone, I'm Heather Askinosie with Energy Muse. On February 16th, a new moon will bring in one of the most celebrated days of the year, Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year. For all of you, like me, this is the true start of the year. It's a time to focus on what energy you want to bring in and maintain throughout the year. This is why today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite tips to prep your home for Lunar New Year. Today we're going to talk about what is Chinese New Year? What year is it in Chinese New Year? How should you prepare for Chinese New Year? The different food items to have in your home and why? And a fun few New Year tips and tricks. So what is Chinese New Year? Chinese New Year is the start of the lunisolar calendar. A lunisolar calendar uses both the moon phase and the solar year. I know that for me, December is a really busy month, and sometimes December 31st comes really fast, and I want to have all these great intentions of starting the new year and have my house clean and have everything put away, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. Chinese New Year gives me another opportunity to do this. Well, this year, Chinese New Year starts on February 16th, and so use this time now to go through your space, get rid of clutter, go through your closets, get rid of clothes that no longer serve you, that might not be who you are, go through your books and magazines, finish unfinished projects, pay unpaid bills that you could pay, get books back to the library or give things away. It's a really good way to clear and cleanse. And why do you even do that? Because you want the energy of a new year to be able to go through your space and be able to flow in and out smoothly. The other day I invited one of my friends who's a 34th generation Shaolin monk to my house, and I was so excited because I had cleaned up my house and all the clutter was gone and I felt everything was so clean. And I'm like, hey, how are you, Wong Bo? And he comes in and he's like, hi, and he goes, oh my gosh, Heather, you've got to get rid of all the clutter in your house. And I'm like, the clutter, what are you talking about? This house is stripped. I felt like I got rid of everything. And he goes, the energy can't flow for the new year if you have so many little knickknacks around everywhere. And so I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, the energy needs to be able to come through the door and kind of waif around each room. And what's happening is with all these little cluttered items and piles of things that you still have, the energy won't flow properly. And so I thought to myself, I was kind of a little bit sad because I'm like, man, I thought I got rid of a lot of stuff, but at least it made me feel better that I had another couple weeks before the 16th to kind of go through again and detach from the things that would be holding me back, holding the flow of energy from myself to make 2018 the most prosperous year ever. So I guess this tip is that go through your house a couple times, maybe even have a friend come over, because sometimes what we think is clear, somebody else might be like, hey, you might want to go walk through again, because you want to keep that flow moving and wafting and free flowing through your space. Just like in Western astrology, there are 12 zodiac signs represented by 12 different animals. This year is the year of the Earth Dog. So what does that mean? In Chinese astrology and in the Feng Shui belief system is that there are different elements, and you always want to align with the element of the year. So in an Earth Dog year, you want to align with the element of earth, fire, and metal. Some people believe that wearing metal this year helps to activate your wealth luck. So wearing gold or silver or any of the earth stones that have more metal energy to them, like hematite and pyrite, they hold that kind of metal essence and they look like the colors of metal. Those will feed the metal element in an Earth Dog year to bring you more luck, opportunity, and financial abundance. What you want to do is add the energy of abundance. So some people might add a wealth vase where they'll put coins, the energy of gold coins, Chinese coins. They'll put in some pyrite. They'll put in some things that are gold or have the appearance of gold and look like wealth. One thing that I've always done, and call it superstition, is I always get a new broom where I take my old broom, I throw it away, and I bring a new broom in right before the new year so I could sweep the dust of the previous year away. It's really important that on the day of the new year, which would be February 16th, a lot of people say do not sweep your house because you don't want to sweep your luck away. Anything that's broken or needs to be fixed, you want to address that because that holds the energy of the previous year. Obviously, a lot of these things take time and do what you can, but if you have any broken dishes or any cups that have chips, some people say that that takes your luck away. One of the great things about celebrating Chinese New Year is all the foods and the symbology behind them. So a lot of times all these foods are prepared and it brings all the family and the community together. Ideally, what you want to be doing is eating some of these food items, if not all of them, to bring the energy of what they represent into your life. For example, some people will eat chicken because they feel like chicken brings in the energy of wealth. Noodles, long noodles represent a long life. And a lot of people will have a lot of oranges and tangerines in their house and they'll put them on their dining room tables. Or if they have an altar, they'll have oranges on their altars because oranges represent wealth and tangerines are for good fortune. So sometimes people will eat dumplings because they represent good luck. A lot of flowers are brought into the home too during this time of year. Orchids are known to be the flower of nobility, and Narcissus is another one that is brought in for good luck. The whole thing with energy is that it's constantly moving. So you always want to be checking in on your energy on a monthly basis. But to start this upcoming year, bring in oranges and mandarin oranges into your house. Put them on a bowl on your kitchen table or in the living room to symbolize wealth and opportunity. Remember, the energy of metal this year brings in more wealth into your life. So how do you do that? If you have gold and silver, this is a year to bring it out. Or you can wear the energy of pyrite on your body or wealth, metal-looking gemstones. You could also wear the colors of metal, which are copper and the grays and the metallics and the white. Wearing those colors this year helps to activate that wealth energy. Always start the new year with a new broom where you're sweeping away the energy and bringing in the new energy. New broom, fresh energy. Go through your house, make sure that you get rid of all the clutter, get rid of any stagnation, and you always want to make a check of your space, of your environment, that the energy is flowing. So why do we even care about Feng Shui and all this stuff? Because our environment is a mirror of us. Our energy field is activated by the environment that we live in. And that's really one of the things why I really got into Feng Shui and all this stuff with energy, is sometimes if I couldn't control the energy going on in my own body, I can symbolically alter my energy by the things I see, the things I surround myself with, and the environment that I live in. So if my environment's clear, it helps me to be more clear. For more crystal tips and rituals to transform your daily life, go to energymuse.com and sign up for our newsletter. Explore the secrets to opening your spirit up to a supercharged potential. If you want to know how to take advantage of the lunar cycle all year long, pick up our new book, Crystal Muse. We have a whole chapter on getting in tune with the moon. So till next time, Happy New Year. Gong Hei Fa Choi. Namaste.